right, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's happening? Oops, 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 oops. Gotta get some action going on. Hey, good morning. What's happening? You rocking and rolling here today. Let's do a little trading. How'd the morning session go with Rory Powers? You guys hit any dingers there today? Hopefully, hopefully all green again. That's the goal. Come on, baby. Come on, green. Let's go 100%. Let's get some poll going on. I'm going to start a poll here today. Let's see. Had a nice push to the upside. Uh, hey, Katie. Good morning. Welcome aboard. Hey, I got a new Profit King challenge set up for you. That's right. It's Miller time. Let's do it. Got a new question here. Let's go. Do you think all right, let's go. All right, which way do you think the NQ's headed? I've got an ES trade here. I'm going north on the ES here. We got a good stiff breeze coming in the back, it looks like. And we got a stiff breeze. Let's go. Q&A. I didn't do a poll. Oops. Q&A. First time for one of these, so you guys get to jump in on a Q&A action. Yeah, give me some insight. Seems like we're gonna hit the 25,000 on the big board today. Let's go 25K. We're knocking on the door right now. 25,000 on the NQ. Woo! Let's go. Big tech's moving today. We got the ES over on the left and we got the NQ on the right. Let me drop in the disclaimer. So the government requirement here, want to let you know that all futures trading contains a substantial amount of risk. It's not for every investor. An investor could lose potentially all or more of the initial investment. So please reach out to a licensed financial advisor before you start trading. Me or my team are not licensed financial advisors. We're trade software developers. So I'll show a lot of the trades and the entries and the trade management through my live account and through prop accounts to demonstrate how our software works. All right, coming to you from Miami Beach, Florida. Welcome aboard. Where are you guys from? Katie, I know you're up north. Let's go. Where's my other screen? Come on. Here we go. Let's do a little trading. We got the ES holding right on the VWAP right now. So this yellow dash line is the volume weighted average price. We entered above the VWAP, so we think we're going north today. We're holding a trade here on the MES 2 contracts. I got a $1,500 Ninja Trader brokerage account here. Trying to move it up. Trying to be an active investor here on the big board. Got four strategies here working, but a few of them don't trade very often. That's the trick with a few of these. About one trade a day for the RJ Star Drone. RJ, if you're out there, We're rolling your equipment today. Speaking of equipment, oh man, I bought this robotic lawnmower. Man, this thing is awesome. My fiance loves to have her backyard pristine, and she had a gardener, which first time I've ever had a gardener, which is pretty interesting. But in Florida, you almost need a gardener because this stuff grows like crazy. And so he's not super reliable, but he's good and trustworthy, which is very important. So um, I got her this robotic lawnmower for her birthday. For her birthday. And man, she loves it. We call it Marquito. So Marquito's always out there working. You set it up, and that little sucker, just like the little robot vacuum cleaner, this thing will just jump out of its little homing charging station and just go to work. Same time, same place, same everything. The only little issue I have is we put some rocks for a path, and it won't cross the rocks. So that's the only thing, and we actually still have to do something. We actually have to carry it over the rock, and then I still have to weed whack the rocks. But 90% of the problem solved with a. This thing was only $900. So definitely would recommend it. We've had it for about, well, I should know exactly her birthday, 2 months now. So good so far. Good so far. And we didn't have to plant any lines. That's one of the big advantages. It has a sensor on the front that that guide it. So you don't even have to, like, literally, I just got it out of the box and did a little bit of setup with the software and hit the go button, and the little dude was out there working. And then just a little more work to figure out how to get the homing station put together and that kind of stuff. But man, down here in Miami Beach, we also have robot food delivery. Like, it's unbelievable. We've got little bots out here running everywhere. Pretty soon it's going to get really interesting to what cities are going to, kind of do as far as controls go. But right now it's Wild West. Here we go. We got some trading going on. We're going north on the ES. And we've got a couple others. We'll go look at the accounts. We don't have a lot of movement today, so not a lot of good action here on my board. I got in and started these around 8:30 today. So not a great day in the market so far. Not a big mover. So we started 9:30 about right here, and we're kind of home. Everything's hanging right around the VWAP. Pushed up overnight quite a bit, and then now it's capitulating is what they call it. Looking for some of these to do a little breakout for me so we could put a little pressure on one, but we don't see much action that's worthy. We got a live trade going on over here on the left. Oops. There we go. Sorry, I had that stupid Q&A thing going. I couldn't even see comments. Okay, good. Yeah, I got to show you guys a video of that lawnmower. It's super awesome. It's called a Yard Care. I think I got it on Amazon. Yard Care. Man, that little sucker, it keeps it tip-top condition. Like, and the weird thing is it randomly mows. Like, it doesn't do the nice. It just you know, it's got this, it even says AI on it. So it's the same stuff everywhere. Everything's getting a little bit smarter. Boy, I worked on the GPT bot for us this weekend. Learning how to deploy it. So I used it and got it set up on my another computer that I have over at a cottage. So hope to have that ready to deploy here soon. Unfortunately, Sergio took a little vacation, which is awesome for him and awesome, you know, that he gets to. But a little bit of a downside for us because he'll help us. He's got the package to help deploy it. So we'll sit on our hands for a week. But unfortunately, we'll get closer to be ready to let that thing go here real soon. Gives you a lot of insight on the trades. You know, if you're a data analyst, it's like numero uno. So that's a really nice feature that's coming. Okay, we got the NQ running at 24,950 now, so pretty much even, right back to where it about started at 9:30 here this morning. Yes, we got the signal C coming in, so that's a nice entry going long. That's a good setup right here. You got a lot of greens coming together. You got the green 50, the green 15 now, and we have a signal C too. So that means that the stochastic oscillator that really measures RSI, the relative strength of the index here, and that it's starting to cross right now. So it's got a lot of good stuff going, but we'll see if we can get a little bit of follow through here. Looks like today so far we're up $32. I'm $32 on the live account here. Me and the bots. I always say we. I got a little bit of help here. Looks like we got the little bit of the broader market. Let's see if I can get that to come up. Here we go. Let's take a look and see what the broader markets are doing. Okay, we got a little bit of a pump to the upside. Good ES long trade here. A lot of good stuff going for it on the indicator side. The indicators are all saying yes, sir. Let's do this thing. S&P 100. We're up 0.5% on the S&P 100. The NASDAQ 100, we're up almost 1%. 24/7. All right, come on. Let's get this thing pumping, Rue. Let's go. Rue, what's happening? Rue, do you guys have any robotics out there in the streets yet? Have you seen the lawnmowers? Do you have lawns? I assume you have lawns. You know, I was in Arizona. They don't have lawns, so that's not such a thing everywhere. Almost moved to Tucson, man. What a beautiful area, but there wasn't very many lawns. Not enough lawns, but I'll tell you, some of the golf courses there were gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Wow. Some of the coolest landscaping I've ever seen. Some of that desert stuff is just cool to see. All right, come on, baby. We got the ES here trying to figure it out. We're going to go long, though. Went long all night since it's been open. Since the market's been open, it's been marching. A lot of upside power here. Let's talk Profit King Challenge. I've decided to change it up to make it more realistic for our bots and everybody. So, you know, if you guys all know, and I used to have it up on the screen here, I got to go kind of dig it back up. But we've had, you know, our Steven drone hit 6 grand. I don't know. I should really go look at the data. But our Steven drone has hit 6 grand. I would say at least I've seen it hit 6 grand probably at least 4 times on my machine. Probably more, but conservatively at least six. And Rory's had several, you know, hit over 6 grand. So we decided to make the Profit King Challenge. Anybody who can come up with $6,000 in the Profit King Challenge account in one session. So that's what I'll tell you. That's what I shoot for in the bots. Like I said, that's our goal. That's our record. Our record holder is basically Steven, holds a record at about, I think it hit about 7,400 bucks in one trading session, trading one contract, right? That's what we trade. We always trade one contract. So we want to get this challenge down to what we do. So we trade one contract. And then we can scale up from there, right? But we build software. So to build software, we want to make sure that we got it, you know, all even playing field, is what I always have said. Like, I don't want to, you know, no tricks. Now, we do have it, the 1-day passes, which are 10 contracts trying to fulfill a need for a prop trader. But all of our standard strategies are one contract. And those are the ones that are like set it and forget it. They're not, you know, they're not trying to solve another problem. But anyway, so we decided to go with one contract, and if you can hit over six grand in one trading session, I'll send you a $1,000 bill, $1,000 cash payment. That's the deal. I think it's exciting. I like to try to do those challenges. So hopefully, hopefully we'll have somebody give it a try. And you know, Taya, he already he jumped in the ring already. So we'll see if he can pull a rabbit out of his hat again. But this challenge is a toughie. Like I said, we've had you know, and people who have watched us live, I think I've showed them live before. Some hitting at least 6 grand, but it is possible. It is possible to pull in 6 grand. Not easy. Not, and that's what I was telling the team. I said, you know, I've been doing this a while, and hitting 6 grand is something. Like, that's a real serious goal in one trading session. So that's what I've launched out there. I'm excited to try it myself again, and hope that we get a bot here that can make it. So hope you guys can get close, if not beat the target too. Oh yeah, talking back about the states out there, Nevada, huh? I haven't hit Nevada yet. I have not. It's been on a list. I should really make that more of a priority. We just went to Yellowstone again a little bit ago, like whatever, 4 to 6 months ago or something. So I didn't want to try to do too much, you know, pick one thing kind of out that far. And because, you know, we went to California too, so that was another one out there a while. So maybe that's in the future. Those rocks though, huh? Nevada, those red rocks, them are just, whew, they look really cool. Got a little lag on the NQ, a little bit of a flutter here around 950. Pretty much a tug of war right here. A lot of buyers and sellers holding that 950. We were talking 850 all last week. Now we're talking 950. And now we're at 950. Need one of those 300-point moves here. We need a 300-point move here. Oh, Taya pulled in a couple of big checks on us. Way to go. The Canadians pulling it off the U.S. here. He's making that tariff balance out. He's balancing the budget here for Canada. He's pulled a heck of a truckload from Florida, I'll tell you that. Way to go, Taya. He's a trader. He's a good trader. Taya, if you're out there, what platform you using? I should ask you that over in Discord too. What platform are you using? He's pulling in the big nuggets. Underwater in the live account here. We got a little bit of a flutter here trying to hold on to the VWAP. Got a struggle going on right now. Uh-oh, that was a quick one. That was a quick drop there. And we're down 70. On this trade, it's a I think it might be around a $200 loser. And we're in a tough spot now. We're down 75 on the trade. Got the haymaker here. That's been the beauty today. I should kind of keep that out of the corner of my eye. That might be the one to trade, actually, right here. Oh, haymakers. Making money. It's been moving up the leaderboard here. I haven't really given it a lot of attention, but it's trying to let me know it's worth looking at. And we got a $300 haymaker. Taking a shot for the downside. It locked in the stop back at break even. And it's going for a haymaker. Has some smart action here in the stop, though. So last time the candle pattern recognition, so that's a little bit of AI going on there looking at the candles. And if it sensed in this case, they call it an engulfing candle. If it draws an engulfing candle going the opposite direction, the AI sees that move and it exits the trade for us here. So it's a little bit of a bonus move. Kind of protect that move a little bit. I think the haymaker could be worthy of trading here. Just looking at a couple of its other trades, looks like it took a long entry right here. And it rode it right up to somewhere right here. Made a nice trade there. It took another long entry here, and then it exited on a candle pattern recognition right away. Here it took a long entry and exited on a candle pattern pullback on this one. Okay, Haymaker's been making some pretty good trades here today. Rue, do you guys have robots out there in the streets? How about the robot sweepers in the house? Hey, Mr. K man, let me show you kind of the marker on the chart for that question. He's asking how he knows, or I know that it's exiting on the candle pattern recognition. So in our trades, we put what we call markers on the chart here. These markers are put on the chart when the trade is executed, and it writes what the in this case what the entry is and what the fill price was. And then what your question was, how I knew what the exit was. And so that's the entry. Then I look up here for the next marker on the chart, the next text, and I see this text here, long smart stop, and then we put CP for candle pattern, and so it's the smart stop for our candle pattern recognition, and that's where it exited. To truly see what the strategy is looking at, this one's looking at a 30 range chart, so I can show you the 30 range chart, and we can go look at that engulfing candle, and we can see what the AI saw there. So what happened was this green long candle, it's called engulfed because the red body of the next candle over engulfed, or was fully over the top of the green one next to it. So it it had basically a big U-turn, and what we do is we exit on the right after it sees that huge candle go the opposite direction that our trade's trying to move in, and it exited. So that's the smart stop. It's number 2 in our strategy, smart stop number 2. So we have three smart stops. So this one's number 2, and then there's man, Mr. K man, there's about 40 different options in there. So I like the engulfing is what I've used the most. But if you do some research, you'll probably find that there's some that may even be better than the engulfing candle. So that we have a lot of options in our strategies, and there's so many that I just can't I can't pound through them all. There's impossible in a lifetime. So you may stumble on some really premium features, which a few of our members have in the past, and then share them back with the community, and then we've all benefited from it. So yeah, I want to try to show as much as I can so that everybody's armed with as much information as they can to help everybody else. So let me kind of show you how that works. So if I'm now in the strategies tab, Down here, I can right mouse click, not left, right, which is weird. So typically it's left mouse click, but in this case it's right. And I'll just do a new strategy, and I'll just kind of go through those we call them smart stops. So this is like a strategy template, again, with all the different features set up for you here. But we'll just we'll pick a really simple one, the ES star. We'll just load that up real quick. So this is one of our favorite strategies. I have it trading on my live account also right now. This has been one of our best set it and forget it strategies that we have. But in this case, we're using candle pattern recognition. Sorry about the noise there. Might end this one here soon if it doesn't stop. But anyway, so we've got some different candles that you can choose to use to exit the trade. So in case you know you wanted to try these other trade candle pattern setups, you could for exit. And then we have this one here, and this one's a crowd favorite. So this is another really, you know, smart exit. Smart stop number 3 here is the 50. Sorry, the 15 here. So if you're in a trade and this little dashed line, the one that stays really close to price, if it changes from, in this case, if you were in a long trade and you went from green to red, it would exit the trade for you. So as soon as price goes against you, you know, not soon as, but as soon as time weighted average price goes against you, it exits the trade for you. So it gives you a lot of flexibility to kind of, you know, lock in your profits. That's the goal of all of these. So we've got quite a few different options here for you. So we use quite a few. It looked like we got the star on this one. That's why it's called the ES star, because this smart exit here. And then, and now I called it Robert star because he's the one who shared it back with us with it set up like that. So, and then we use the engulfing on the NQ right here. This one's the engulfing candle. Yeah, no problem. That's the benefit of having a system that's automated, is that we all can work on it and all benefit from it. Like it's a win-win. It's a full win-win, which is cool. Those are hard to come by in life. But there's enough, you know, there's enough liquidity, capital in these markets that we all can survive, for sure. I'd like to get some of that institutional money back, you know, that I give them. It's a tug of war. Let's go. All right, I'm down 60. Down 60. Looking for some entries here. I'm going to make sure this one's still alive. This one should be trading like a drunk sailor. Yeah? Huh. Oh, no, I guess not. I have it, ooh, got this one on lockdown. So no wonder. So it's a couple things protecting me from my own self here. Because I want to be a trader and be in the market. But anyways, the strategy's telling me no. It's saying just don't have enough follow through right now. Our 2-minute candle, I'm almost sure, and we'll go look at them in a second, but our 2-minute candle's probably not reaching that 80 tick minimum here. So it's a filter that we've installed here on the system to try to protect us from ourselves. Or me from myself on the NQ anyways. So we look for, a lot of ticks fast to even enter, to even be in there looking to make any money, because it's a no-go most of the time if it's not moving enough. Okay, so yeah, you know the different names, so you might be able to help us. Tell us tell me what that means, doji. Would that mean that the S is going up or down, I guess? That might be a good way to ask it. I'm going for long here. I'm going for broke. Got a lot of resistance here with this NQ starting to flake away. Oh boy. Oof. This one's not looking good for the home team on the ES here going north. Oh, Steven Drone coming up on my leaderboard. This one's the one. If anybody's gonna make any money off me, this is the one. I'm scared that anybody uses this one on a Profit King challenge. This is the one that's done it. I've seen it do it at least 4 times. It's in a $600 trade right now, and it's sealed in some profits here. Oh, Signal Steven Drone. It trades like a drunk sailor. That's what I have going on my live account, but I put another filter on it. I put the velocity filter on it so it wouldn't trade as often. NQ rolled right through that little resistance here. Didn't even stop that support line. Didn't even think about it. Went right through it like hot butter. Warm knife through hot butter right there. Whew. Okay, we got the lag coming on. Starting to dump on the ES and the NQ right now. All indications are going south all of a sudden. Might tap me out here at minus 150, it looks like. Right below support. Stops right below support. We'll see if the ES can hold on here. Look like we rolled right through 24.9. Right through it even. Okay, now we're getting a little bit of buying pressure. Man, that was hardcore move. Hardcore move right there. Took us down 125. Oh, Steven locked in a leg of profits. Oh, Steven is locking it in right now. This is how it works. It's a heartbreaker. Oh, Stephen A is a heartbreaker. You out there, Stephen A? Okay, thanks, Carol. That's what it means, Doji, or is that you just commenting on that something else? Oh, Stephen Drone. You got to be able to swallow a couple of losers to trade old Steven here. It's not for the weak. But man, when it is cranking, I'll tell you, it can put a boatload of cash in the truck. And we got $1,000 trade right now on the Steven drone. I'm underwater in my live account. 130. Come on, somebody buy a few contracts here for us, will you? Uh-oh. We starting to drop heavy duty now. This guy will wake up if we do get enough movement. So that's the good news. He's there just waiting in case this thing starts a moving. No, Mr. K-Man, I'm running the MES. I had two contracts, and then I just lost there on a trade. And then I've got four strategies running on the live account. Got a little portfolio here, so running the strongest bots on my live account. So, but they don't take a lot of trades. That's kind of the that's unfortunately the ones that make the most money don't trade as much. That's the real. That's the real about day trading that I've learned over the last 3 years of developing this software specifically. Is that not the less, because that's not a accurate term, but the ones that we have that make the most money long term, the ES Star, RJ Star, Moneymaker Bot, those take about 1 to 4 or 5 trades a day. So they're not trading like old Steven here, old Steven drone. This one can trade probably 20, 30 trades in a session. Again, this one's made over 6 grand a few times, so takes a lot of swings. But yeah, so that's kind of the real on how the live account is here. Running kind of like a portfolio. I've got about, I don't know. What we've got is the ability to set these strategies up here so that I can have all these trading to one account, and I can take, like I said, the best ones that we have and, use it as, really as kind of like, in a hedge fund or whatever, an ETF. It's a basket of, in this case, bots, basket of bots that are trying to all work together and make a little bit of money here. So just not getting a lot of movement, a lot of trades here today yet, but we'll see. We'll see if this market loosens up here. We might start moving to the downside. It looks like we'll see. The on the NQ, got to move a pretty stiff breeze to get this 150. We've got a 150 range bar here that RJ brought to us. He's like, man, if you guys are making that much money on that ES Star, let me try to copy that idea, but on the NQ. And he did. And man, I tell you, I would have probably never tried that big a bar. But man, it's been a beauty. It's been a beauty. Okay, the short trade is looking really, really good right now. Okay, now we've got the ES8 Unorenco right at this 50 right here. So this is a really pivotal moment for the ES. A lot of times it what we call bounces. It'll price will hit it and kind of flirt with the 50, but typically bounce off it and move back to the upside here. So that's the typical movement that we see in price quite a bit. If we look back in the past here, take a look at how price kind of moved, and it rises up and then it comes back and it hits your 50, and the 50's it's kind of your, it's what I call a perfect entry. A lot of times I'll put a contract right there on the 50, a buy order in this case, right? If price is moving this way, and just see if it'll catch them sometimes. So that's a nice, kind of a nice indicator when things are moving in a consistent direction. That 50 tends to be powerful. All right, we found a floor. We found a floor on the NQ, starting to hold here. We got the ES right at our 50, like I mentioned, so we're running right here. See what kind of movement we've got here coming off this pivotal position here on the indexes. I had this little trade performance here. So this is kind of what I was mentioning. The reason I'm, I have these this portfolio of bots trading right now is, I've been looking at the data recently, and long term, this ES30 range star has really performed well. This is on a monthly right now. So if I did like a weekly, it'll kind of break it out into weekly of all the trades that it takes in 1 week. So, again, this strategy in 1 week took 3 trades, 4 last week. So about one a day, not quite sometimes. So maybe almost like about average of one a day. And again, this one's up big time. This is like number 1 or 2 in my computer here. Um, so we look at the performance right here is the net profit that it's up over the extended period of time. The max drawdown was almost 6,000 on it, so about a 3 to 1 risk to reward. It looks like. Um, that's one thing that AI is really helpful on is when you export all the trades, it can tell you what your best risk or reward strategy is and everything. So that's one really super nice benefit of having that AI integration. Here's the number 2 strategy, the RJ star drone on the NQ. The cumulative drawdown on this one is 4,400. So this one's about a 5 to 1. 5 times 4, yeah, 20, yeah. So yeah, wow, this one's really outstanding as far as risk reward goes. And it hits about wow, look at that, almost a 68% win rate. So But again, it doesn't trade very often. So if you if you love trading, and I love to just, always be in there and mixing it up, it's this is on a weekly, so about two or three a week. So about one every other day maybe would be a kind of a goal. But I mean, man, look at it, in 1 week, even though it only took 2 trades, made $2,800. This one took 1 trade, made 1,200. This one took 3 trades, made 3 grand. This one took 2 trades, made a grand. Now we'll go to the loser. This one took 2 trades and lost 2,500. So we have this sucker set at 250 ticks. So it's 250 ticks either side of price where you enter. But man, at a 60 whatever 7% win rate, with a 1-to-1 risk to reward stop and target. But again, we have smart action in there a little bit. So there's some things that are, helping it. But other than that, those are and then the bot. The bot's up almost 10 grand, but it only takes 1 trade a week. So that's been its pace, about 1 a week for the bot. But again, let's go look at the oof, sorry about that, man, that was intense. So this one's running a 63% win rate, and it's up almost 9,900 there. So those are 1, 2, 3, and then the money maker's up somewhere. That one's always been, and that one's pretty new. So the moneymaker drone's up 12 grand over that extended time horizon. It's about a 50% win rate, but we win more than we lose on each trade on average. So it's able to move it up to 12 grand over the over those 300 trades. So that's a lot of trades, 300 over the extended time. Now this one, as I mentioned earlier, this one trades a lot more. Let's go look at the analysis. So yeah, this one, again, this is weekly. So it's 11 a week. So we know there's about 5 trading days always. And so it's about 2 a day, about 2 trades a day that this strategy takes. And then, for the week, this is how it shook out each week. Over a, again, extended time horizon. This one started trading on April 21st. And, it's been trading ever since. So about 5 months. It's about a little over 2 grand a month if you just looked at it that way. But, you had some roller coaster rides there. That's trading. It's not a one-way street here. Okay, the Steven drone, it caught a long trade coming out of that move. It's trying to go long. Oh, Steven drone. And it got picked out there. It's back up to 200. Yep, here we go. Good call, Mr. K-Man. We got a gap fill going on here. We almost got a gap fill. Back to the open last night. Sorry about that. Things coming in kind of hot there. Okay, got David Wise coming up right after me. Options trading time. He's got a couple of rabbits in his hat there. He's got his finger on the pulse of the market. Paper trade a couple of them and you'll see. We send trades to over 350 people now every day, about 3 or 4 a day, somewhere in that range. And there's no rhyme or reason. It's not 3, it's not 5, it's not 1. It's on how the market and technicals look for them. That's the deal. That's the way trading works. Whatever the market can deliver. Market delivered me a little bit of a head fake today. So it's been a little bit of a lull. Today was a little bit of a disappointment. We were hoping for a little bit of a screamer somewhere. We bumped our head against the ceiling a couple times. Look at that. We thought for sure. All signs were all go for a minute there. Yeah, 401k likes what's happening though. At least we're staying steady. Steadily. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for joining today and giving the input there. Appreciate it. Good to see everybody back in the saddle here today. We'll try to swing for the fences one more time tomorrow. The good news is we got a little bit of capital still to play with tomorrow. So hopefully we don't get to the sidelines here soon. Everybody have a good day. Good luck trading. Bye now.